Anyways, I'm Liv now for like 12 seconds. Yay.
Yay, we're live.
Yay. Oh.
I had to refresh to get my stream to come up. There we go. Oh, now I have to sneeze. Maybe I don't. All right, let me know when you're ready for me to start the recording and start the show.
Yeah, I'd say I'm good. I'm just looking to find your thing so I can also watch your comments. There it is. There
That's how
we
we
go.
started. That was the first 6 seconds of this episode.
Yeah. I'm good. I gotta find your thing. Oh, we started. Hey.
That was fun. Hey, hi, what's up? I'm Matt. That's Matt. This is the Wrestling Mats. Here to talk about another thrilling episode of Raw.
It was so exciting, wasn't it?
All right, that sums it up. That's been a good episode. We'll talk to you again next week.
That's really the way it's been going lately. Huh?
That was rude of me. Is there anything that have any interest? Did you see a good sign in the background or anything that you want to talk about tonight?
I mean, we're starting to get some names for the other Americanos. It isn't just
1, 2, and 3 or whatever.
Yeah, it isn't just like his clones or whatever. We're actually attempting to give us names, even though I haven't remembered them. But they're giving them, so I will learn them eventually.
Yeah, you know what? I'm over it. I'm sad now because I didn't want them to be names. I wanted them to keep lying to us and say it was the same guy.
Yeah, that was more fun
So,
that way.
Yeah, it was much more fun.
Fun a bit.
Yeah, I don't like this, so not a fan.
Eventually, all this does is lead to unmasking them and going, "Ah, it was this bastard all along." It's like we already knew that.
Right. Just lie to me for fun. Like we all know the lie. Just lie for fun. Like I don't understand.
I still want R-Truth as like the fourth one, and we just ignore that he's a black guy.
He can be the main. They unmask him the first time he's there. He's like the main. He's El Grande. It was him the entire time. I don't know. So, yeah, I wasn't thrilled with that. Wasn't thrilled with how the Bailey segment went.
Yeah.
I
liked the Rusev Dirty Dom segment. That was like
that match in general.
That was kind of like the proper way. Like if you're gonna beat Rusev, it
was a good match.
You're really gonna have to cheat.
It was definitely a good match. I was a big fan of that match. Thought it went well.
Yeah. I think I missed the first 20 minutes. I came into that match starting.
So you missed the Rhea Kabuki Warriors Io Sky thing.
Yeah, I got to see it later with Io was now blue. She's joined the Blue Man group.
It's in slow motion. It's taking forever. All right, play's over. I'm like, this is the slowest moving replay of all time. Sorry, guys. There's just too many football games on right now, and I'm gonna watch. This is what happens.
Yeah. So this is a difficult part of the year where it's just like it's wrestling, it's football. It's like
if wrestling was better, it'd have my attention, but
but we also like both.
That's true.
That's the big problem.
Yes. So good segment. I don't. I think we all know where it's going. So unless there's some type of swerve, I mean, it's just very basic storytelling. Like Kyrie will be a good guy and eventually leave Asuka, and Asuka will be by herself, and Rhea and Kyrie and Io will all be friends at some point after this is all done. Is kind of like how it feels, because Kyrie keeps trying to like be family and be everything's all okay. I want everyone back together again. And she's obviously torn and is terrified of Asuka.
There might be the bland twist once this is all over with too, and it's not really a twist. That's why I'm calling it bland, of where it's just Io and Kyrie are now the tag team, and
Yeah, I can't see them
Asuka just moves
pushing.
on to
Yeah,
singles.
yeah, but I'm just saying that you can't see them pushing. It's the same idea, but Rhea's just a friend nearby, essentially,
Yeah,
type of deal. Now, I could think of one fun scenario.
what was that?
That's Kyrie doesn't turn, and Io turns on Ripley, and the three of them beat up Rhea, and Rhea gets a really unlikely helper here in the very near future. Probably about at least 2 months off at best, but
I think Liv would come back to help Rhea.
who injured? Who was she wrestling when she got injured?
Oh, Kyrie, wasn't it?
Yep.
Huh. Huh. Yeah.
It's a long shot. I think they're going to go the bland route, but I'm just saying there's an opportunity for a surprise right there.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm more thinking they'll go the blind route. Cause I mean, I guess they could do that, and also with, however, kind of breaking up with Judgment Day and Dirty Dom. But WWE could also be kind of weird and decide to have Liv come back and treat it as if she was never with the Judgment Day.
No, I don't think if she does that, she's playing mind games.
Yeah, because
That's all. Because I mean, they're gonna want to go back to her still being crazy, but they have a chance to turn her face and move her out of Judgment Day in a fun way. But I don't know if they'll do it.
yeah,
She's back to posting photos on IG again with Dom. Not so much with Dom, but like from Dom's car.
okay.
She posted a photo of both the Dom's belts in the back seat, stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
she's got to be getting semi close.
Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention with the show to see if with the Judgment Day if they're mentioning Liv at all, but lately I haven't really seen it.
Was there a backstage segment that I missed tonight? Because I actually don't recall.
I don't think we saw one with the Judgment Day now.
Okay, because last week they had the picture of Liv hanging up in the back. And that was about it.
Well, that's something.
There was an 8x10 of Liv in the back, hung up on the wall, framed.
That's pretty small.
Yeah, it was not a big picture.
Okay, well, that's good. At least that kind of kills my whole thing where I was starting to worry where they were just gonna be like, yeah, we just forgot she was part of the group, so they're not gonna do that. Then good.
It doesn't seem like it.
Right. Glad, because I started thinking up that scenario. I was like, I don't like this idea in my head. I hope they don't do it.
No. Side note: how about the Saudis buying everything?
Yeah, like EA now with like what was it? It did that with Trump's son-in-law was a part of it.
Yeah, it's a group. Yeah. That's how most of the stuff is being bought now, is in groups. But they also own a stake, according to CNBC, like a 6% stake, roughly ballpark, in Take-Two Interactive, the publishers behind GTA. And they also own like a 4% interest in Nintendo. They bought WrestleMania, essentially.
Yeah.
A lot of money being fluxed into U.S. companies by them.
Well, I mean, they're with EA. I mean, EA hasn't destroyed everything. I mean, they got Madden and Battlefield are just two to name that are pretty gigantic. So it's a
Hey, what's up, Ghostface?
multi-billion-dollar industry to get involved with. So yeah, get into the U.S. market and put some funding into it, make your money back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. All right,
yeah, we
Ghostface, what's on your mind? Because well, we're
we
sitting
didn't
here
have a
with
whole lot of
more.
glowing response to say. We've been just talking about Liv essentially. Because
Yeah,
what is there to say?
and then
I actually feel like
Rusev and Khan.
SmackDown's been slightly better than Raw lately, honestly.
Yeah, it kind of has been. Uh,
Uh, I wasn't.
we didn't like them getting names. Like we wanted them to stay like 1 and 2.
I like your idea better, Tyler Rowe.
Yeah, they did something like that and kept it goofy, sure, but
Yeah, I was already upset just because I liked the idea of like the clone Spider-Man idea, where they
yeah,
just kept calling them all El Grande.
but they still got Ed our truth in there.
They're gonna do JD and Finn versus Knight and Penta for the tag titles. Triple H stop nerfing LA Knight.
Yeah,
Wait, they're gonna do what? Did I miss something? Is that official?
I don't
Is
know
that
if
just a
that's
prediction?
I don't know if that's official, but it does kind of seem like it's taking that trajectory. It's kind of going that route where it's just like they're just gonna be like, yeah, LA Knight's now a random tag team partner with someone else that's feeding with an actual tag team.
They're gonna run out of belts. Let them go for. That's not the world, because that's the same that happened last time. They had him in the world title picture, then they didn't do anything with him. They just gave him the U.S. title. So they're gonna put him in the world title picture again, lose again, then now they go for the tag titles. He's gonna like
Same thing they just
not
did to
quite
Sammy.
achieve world title status and grand slammed his way around, getting all the other belts because of it.
Partly what they just did to Sami Zayn, just dumped him down to like mid card belt and went like, here you go. Like, it's not really what we were looking for.
Sorry, U.S. people, we don't have an option anymore. We don't have commercials. Everything has an ad. It really sucks watching WWE in America. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to check. I read a report that the replays for WrestlePalooza in America on ESPN are no longer part of the subscription. They're additional paid. Right. No, I caught on. Yeah, the just a fact of life line. Yeah, 100% is Knight's phrase and Bennett for a long time. So if he said that, I can definitely see where you're going with that, and it makes a lot of sense. That is a really sucky fact of life, then.
The rewatch of WrestlePalooza is now a paid thing?
I read that. I did not check that.
Man. I wonder if that's just ESPN Plus people seeing it and going like, I gotta pay for that.
Maybe. I might check it after the football games go off, but
Sheesh. Speaking of that one,
I assume the Dolphins game ended. Is that what I'm seeing now? Dolphins must have won. All right.
Ended 21-27. Dolphins.
Those
won
Dolphin
because
jerseys are sick, but
yeah, they're really good. I've seen them advertised at the beginning of the season.
I don't know if he actually got hurt or not. I was wondering the same thing. So Knight tripped over a little while leaping over Kofi and caught his head with his boot, and I think it might have knocked him out or at least wobbled him a little. Hope Kofi. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I missed the actual leapfrog or whatever it was, and then when they rolled out, that's the first thing commentary said was, I don't know what caught him, but he looks like he's been wobbled. And they kind of went over by the barricade for a second, and it seemed like LA Knight was trying to do moves that didn't require Kofi to do anything but fall down. So it looked like LA was trying to take care of him a little bit. Shoulder block. I think there was the neck breaker. Pretty much all moves adjust. Hey, Kofi, if you can just fall down on cue, we're good.
Fall down.
But I missed the kick. I also wondered, yeah. Also, did anyone else see Dragon Lee go for the double stomp in the corner and just miss for no reason?
I think I might have missed that spot.
Dragon Lee goes to the top and had one of the Americanos tied up in the tree of woe, went for the double stomp and just missed. It looked like he was supposed to get pushed off the top rope, and the one who was supposed to push him was a little late getting there, and he just went through it anyways and just missed and then rolled over to the corner. And goofy night.
Yeah. Well,
I figured out who El Grande is, by the way.
No, you didn't. Nobody knows.
No, it's a mystery. Throw to Sutton, for crying out loud. Sorry.
Ghana. Jesus.
He works well as a luchador, honestly. His pacing, his move steals, like his sets, it's a different style for him, but he does it well.
Yeah, it's partly why I haven't tired of that character. Like, I actually enjoy the work with it. He's making it work.
Oh, for sure.
Work.
They got to keep it goofy. They make it too serious. I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah, I guess all super serious. That's when they pretty much kill the gimmick. I mean, they kind of go partly serious with the whole history and reputation of El Grande, but that's part of the goof to me. Just like, oh, they're being serious, but obviously it's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what do we make of it now? The return of the bloodline, but now Jay's the one that's up with.
Yeah, she over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are they just swapping now? Now Jay's the one that's Roman can be in his ear of?
Well, maybe we'll finally start to get some idea what the hell is going on for the weeks to follow, because I believe Roman's supposed to be done filming the movie. Like,
good.
That's why he's back tonight. Like, I kind of knew he was coming back. Heard that he was done with all his filming obligation. I think that's why McIntyre had a boot on SmackDown, because he is now cast in a movie. I'm forgetting what the hell it was. So he's going to be away in filming.
Yeah. I think War Games, by the way, it sounds like it's going to be NXT stuff again. I assume that's why William Regal came out at the homecoming show and yelled War Games, right? I mean, he probably does it all the time anyway. It's just for fun, but I mean,
yeah, War Games is probably going to be a mess. Although the one side might be pretty fully booked, the Vision, and if they get Brock Lesnar as their fifth.
No, you know what? Yes, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if War Games became NXT. Okay. Because how many people did they lose last year in War Games?
Did who lose?
WWE.
Oh, just like injuries and whatnot?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, Bronson Reed snapped both his ankles like twigs.
Yep.
Because he landed on his feet instead.
We had a torn tricep.
Was that
I should know the difference by now because one's been
Tongaloa?
Yep.
Yeah. So he's come back finally from that.
And then I want to say Jay hurt a toe or something like that, but it wasn't as bad.
Uh, Jim, Jimmy hurt the toe, but
Okay.
he was there like the next week
Right.
doing run in spots. So
So it wouldn't surprise me if they just used war games eventually to get over um the potential get over the superstars from there's a text messaging going on about fantasy football. My bad, guys. And my watch is letting me know. So get the superstars in NXT over and also save their own primary superstars from injuries because I'm sure that derailed a ton of plans.
yeah, well, one thing, stop jumping off the cages when you're too big to be jumping off the cages.
Well, I don't know how Io has survived in the garbage can spot over and over again. I don't know how.
She's protected. She put on armor. She had
Uh,
people catch her in her mini tank outfit. Yeah, if Drew is back by then.
Jay is interesting to me. I don't quite know where to put Jay yet. Jay seems like he's strongest tied to Roman, but there's a small part of me that kind of feels like he could be part of the Vision still.
Oh, what do you think about that angle? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of tying him to Roman. I almost feel like it's going to be like bringing back the bloodline.
But flipped because
But flipped.
yeah, because Jimmy was the one that was all Team Roman before. Now it's Jay.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy won't go personally. I think that's the whole character development here.
Really, because the last time, uh, like I saw Jimmy and Roman, they were the last two buddies. That was it.
Right, but the way the shot was done tonight, they were all Jay was all hugging out and like showing love with Roman, and between the two in the background was Jimmy standing there, almost showing a little bit of a distance between the groups.
Yeah.
Can the Bengals just move the damn ball?
No.
If Sammy does an open challenge this Friday and it ain't answered by Oba and he doesn't get murdered, I might turn SmackDown off. That's a very specific thing you have to happen to keep SmackDown on. I just want to point that out. Oba should come up finally. I'm not opposed to him beating Sammy, but what do you do with Sammy then?
Yeah. That whole idea that he's going to go for the world title shot is about as far fetched as they're going to do that with LA Knight.
Yeah, give Oba a couple weeks off. Let them get past Crown Jewel, and then maybe you do that. Because then Sammy can go and get back involved with the Jimmy J and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. They kind of foreshadowed Randy for that again. I don't like that idea, but that's kind of what they foreshadowed on SmackDown with the way Randy looked at the belt and then handed it over. For the love of God, how do you keep going backwards, Bengals? 3rd and 17, and he just throws it away. Yeah, anyways.
Wouldn't mind kind of seeing Randy get out of the way and do some tag team work maybe with someone.
It's better than some tag team work. Do I have to go change my settings? Is that why that's censored? I should go change my settings. You're not wrong. They have.
Yeah.
They've had him stare at the title for 2 years. It's been long foreshadowing, but that's kind of typical of WWE. Okay, I'm going to need another long touchdown from Sutton since I can't get any help from the Bengals offense putting points up against Denver's defense.
Oh, I just lost him on that end. Oh god, what just made all that noise? Hey, got you back.
Yep, come on back.
I got crazy loud sound from Streamlabs, and I don't know what the hell it was. Because it didn't really tell me.
Those two have been a lot of fun. You're not wrong. Alexa and Charlotte are having a lot of fun. The women tend to have the most fun, and they tend, in my opinion, to. That is. Hi, Matt. You are like an inch from your camera.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the fucking thing that showed up there. And
You're all good. You're all good. I just looked over and was like, oh, yeah, we are zoomed in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's my face.
It's all good. It's all good. The women just seem to have fun, man.
Oh, okay. TKO is trash. Okay. Got Ronald Guzman over here in my multi-screen. I guess on YouTube. Yeah, they're not making this fun, are they?
No, but I'm with Ghostface. Alexa and Charlotte seem to be the best part right now.
That's true. At least that part's fun.
I don't think she's doing a good job yet of Bailey. This is of switching between characters. So Ghostface wants Bailey to cause Lyra to snap. That makes sense. And honestly, I think Lyra's done a better job just portraying the character that she's supposed to portray than Bailey has. I like Bailey. I just don't think she's doing a good job of being schizophrenic. She's trying, and she'll probably like workshop herself into something. But right now, it ain't, in my opinion, it ain't working. But I don't know what. I'm trying to figure out how this could relate back to Tatum, because this is kind of like a crazy thing, and Tatum was kind of like Lyra's crazy friend in NXT.
Yeah, how could they kind of get her involved too? Lyra has been protecting more while Bailey has done the same shtick for 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, or projecting more.
Yeah, she has been. She has been very. I mean, I think she's just nailing the acting part of this personally. Stop arguing on the sideline and just catch a damn pass, guys. Falling apart now, it's not going to get you back in this game. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, no, Lyra seems to be doing a good job with the character, and she's really grown on me as being. Today, yes.
Only today.
I'm playing against in fantasy football Denver's defense, so I could really use the Bengals to put up some points and just drop them down a little bit. Typically, I'm a Browns and Bucks fan, Buccaneers fan. Those are my two major fandoms. Overall, though, I do just love the game, so I will watch almost any game that's on. You have a fictional defense. Go. I am going to put up 130 points with this scrub team, and I'm going to lose. You know. Oh yeah, no, we had no chance. We have no offense, man. I'm not delusional.
Yeah, well,
and the Lions are good. I like the Lions, and
Detroit's got a good team.
They have a good team. They have a lot of fun players on that team, and I actually like the city and I like the stadium. I've been there for SummerSlam 3 years ago now. So you picked a good team to be a fan of for sure.
Our team's been in shambles since Mayfield got hurt.
Yeah, that was a coaching thing. They needed to sit his ass down.
Yeah, they really did. But instead, they're just like, okay, you
Yeah,
want
he
to play
does.
hurt? Sure.
Yeah, Lamar, not a fan. I think he took himself out this game. And Neighbors got taken out by the field. That field has claimed so many ACLs and Achilles in the past 5 years. It's ridiculous. They need to go back to natural grass in that field. Ah!
What?
Bo called a timeout, and Sutton looked pissed, which tells me I feel like Sutton was the primary receiver. That's my dude. I need him to get the ball. Why did Bravo and Ryan do? I missed that. I don't know. So what do we think of what do we think is going to happen? Let's have some fun with this because WWE is not really helping us. What do we want to see happen? What will be our ideal, like, crazy twist? Let's have something fun going on. Hey, White, you know what? Listen, I still want victory points. This Scrubs team with Wentz as my quarterback would get me at least one win if we had victory points. Because my fake, non-existent defense doesn't do what yours does for me.
So
That'd be interesting.
Do we think Cena would put Gunter over?
That's when in your perfect world, when would Knight win the title? Does it matter when? Do you just want him to win it sooner than later at this point, or do you want him to win it at an event?
Do it already.
You're like, I don't even care if he beats if he pins a puppy for the title at this point. I don't give a damn. Just give him the belt. Like, or is there like a grand storyline you would like to see him, like someone he actually should beat?
How you talk about it, it just sounds like they missed their opportunity with Knight, where it's just like
they haven't missed any opportunity. That's the thing. Well, they are the master of the slow build.
Well, no, I'm just saying that
there was in the parking lot would be fine.
There was a point before I even started watching back again where he was so over, and it's just like they didn't go for it because, like, what, Roman had it. I don't know what who had the other belt, but God, man.
Roman had both belts until he didn't, essentially.
Ah.
No, Roman had two belts, and then they made the third belt. And then they unified the one belt. That's right. He deserves the main belt. He deserves the main belt. You're not wrong. And his merch has never not been good, but if they actually really had a build where he had a chance to win and fans felt like he had a chance to win the same way they did with Jay, his merch would sell even more. And then, just like Jay's, would just explode when he won.
He trash talks so much like The Rock used to. It's just like, I can't understand why they don't push Knight more than they do.
Well, that's the problem, is people claim he's an Austin Rock blended clone.
I mean, if you're being really cynical, I can see that, but he's just good on the stick, and he doesn't sound exactly like them. Like, he's not like stealing.
Well, the reason why they have the
mannerisms.
Oh, man, I am 5 points away. I got a quarter. Let's go Sutton. One more touchdown, Sutton. Let's do this. Let's do this. Sorry. But Trips hates these things in life. LA Knight drew us, and Drew, and us or US? Because I feel like he hates the US.
I think they.
You will pay so much more for
us. Us as fans hates us. I don't feel like Triple H is in as much control as everyone perceives that he is now.
I think he's the story. I think he's.
I
I think
I
he
think
likes
he's
to
I think he's
draw out.
trying to do all this, but I think he's getting fucked with in the back.
Well, I think the stuff like I don't know, pissing off Indianapolis because now they have no clue when they're going to get a WrestleMania, or no clue when New Orleans is going to get a WrestleMania because Vegas, Saudi Arabia, they're going someplace else next. It's their highest bidder.
Oh, and what was the one that was supposed to be for next year that you bought
New
tickets for?
Orleans.
They're they're like never gonna go to New Orleans now. They're gonna go like a SummerSlam or something at this point.
They are giving him one of those. They're giving Money in the Bank. They move the Money in the Bank to a different month, and they're getting that. But they're supposed to get a WrestleMania in the future. But so is Indianapolis.
That so screwed him over. Like, why in the world? I I don't get it. Them saying like, oh yeah, it was so good with Las Vegas last year that we gotta do it a second time.
That's because TKO is.
I don't believe that line at all.
I mean, it was the most money they made at the gate ever, so they're happy about that.
Yeah,
they charged the highest prices they could until they couldn't, and then
because they jacked up the prices, and everyone that was gonna pay that paid it, and then the rest of it they panic sailed just to fill it.
Good. That guy wasn't Sutton. How dare you throw to someone who wasn't Sutton? What trash report? Maybe. Who else saw that trash report that came? I gotta get better at reading the comments.
Yeah, you're okay. But yeah, I don't know what report you're talking about either.
Yeah, the only things I saw was that New Orleans and Indianapolis don't know when they're getting the WrestleManias at this point. I mean, Vegas got it because TKO is, in my opinion, I'm guessing here, obviously, but TKO is Vegas's baby, and TKO does whatever Vegas asks. So Vegas wanted it again, so they just came back. Because right now the rest of the industry is hurting, so. Oh, I didn't see that. I haven't looked it up. It feels timeline-wise like it might.
You trying to get out of here? All right, go on. I'm going with you.
Yeah, I don't know. This is all stuff that they're going to be more and more concerned about as they go forward. They keep making the deals they're making. They have to be more and more concerned about that going forward for sure. They're going to have multiple cultures to be concerned with in naming and dates and everything else like that with these deals. It's part of taking the money.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, same here. They're making it hard for me to even focus on just like what I'm watching day to day. Not even like some of the outside underhandedness that they're doing, jacking up prices, making weird deals with Saudi and Vegas. Just their matches alone, and start watching, you start drifting away, and it's just like you guys start talking about a spot that happened. I'm like, I missed that. You want to know why? Because I looked away because they weren't holding my interest.
We need to get JD back in the ring, man. JD has good matches no matter who you put him against.
Yeah. But yeah, when they're doing good, you're not wanting to look away from the screen. You're wanting to watch that, and then like say if you got football going, you hear something going on with football, and you're like, okay, I'm watching this. What happened in football?
Yeah, well, I feel like they went to the 7:00 start time because they wanted to get away from being they wanted to be done by halftime, and then all of a sudden football has 2 Monday night games like almost every other week now. It feels like,
Maybe
and the
that's
first
what.
one's starting at 7,
Oh,
so they can't get away from it.
yeah. I wonder if
And
they initially went to do the 7 and didn't know NFL was starting at 7.
it's a strong possibility. I have no other reason why they started at 7.
Yeah, because originally we were thinking they were starting at 7 to like get an hour ahead of football, but then these double games started.
The other thing I'm wondering is, and we have to keep waiting to find out, is are they going to try to make the content all PG? Is this going to be the kid brand and UFC is the grown up brand? If that's the case, then that would make sense for all their pay per views ending by before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but they're doing the kid brand. They just said that they're not pricing towards families, so why the fuck would this be the kid brand? Because they don't want kids here.
I think they're mixing up their messaging. I agree with you on that because you can't tell me you want this to be the kid brand and then put the celebrities in the seats, because here's the problem. The celebrities will be in the seats gladly, but they're not going to come to a show that's kids friendly all the time. They're just not. They're going to want the Rhea and Liv storylines. They're going to want Seth and Cody beating the hell out of each other. They're going to want these things. And if they keep going the way they have, because really every one of these storylines have been very PG and very relaxed in all sense terms of it. So it seems like a good product for kids to watch on TV, but then, like you said, the families can't go. So I think they have a really mixed message on who this brand is for.
Yeah.
I feel like AEW makes it known who they're for. They're like, hey, you're going to watch Moxley land on a spiked bat, and then we're going to have to literally yank it out of his back. But if you're okay with your kids seeing that, we're priced for it. If you're not, don't bring them.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like they're pretty clear on that, whereas WWE is all over the board.
You could also get away with AEW where it's like, okay, the pay-per-views are going to get a little bit more raw. So you might not want to bring the kids to the pay-per-view, but, the...
Watch Collision. Have them watch Collision.
Yeah. Like the actual shows throughout the week. If those
Agreed.
are in town, take them to that. Because they don't quite go that hard there. I mean, maybe occasionally. But yeah, you definitely don't get galvanized fucking nails in a club slammed into someone where they are going in opposite directions, so you can't pull it out of them.
Yeah, bro, the idea is to move down the field towards the end zone.
They do run backwards.
That's a sack, so yeah.
Well,
you gotta get rid of the ball at some point, man.
Yeah. They lost their quarterback. Now they got this. They lose.
This ain't a quarterback. Why is he on a roster?
I know. They lost their franchise quarterback.
Sorry,
and now
Ghostface.
they got nothing.
They
got nothing.
Just kick another field goal, so they have to score again. I need Sutton to catch another pass and score a touchdown, and then I got a chance to win this thing. And I shouldn't, because Wentz is I started Wentz, Scadaboo, Shaheed. This is not what I drafted. Anyways, I'm going to do a fantasy football podcast after this.
Yeah, if you got any Bengals players, I'd just get rid of them.
No, I just need them to score points because Gary's got Denver's defense.
They're not going to.
So if they can score some points, they could drop Denver's defense down a couple points.
They're not going to.
Stop. You're horribly and mean and stop. And yes, AEW's been better, 1,000 times better this year. I agree. I actually, when AEW started, I was a huge independent wrestling fan and I was a big New Japan fan. And I was so stoked for AEW and really rode with them a lot through the start of it.
Yeah, I was even watching quite a bit in the beginning when we first got going.
I went to a double nothing. I went to Vegas for the one, sadly, that Punk was at, and he won the belt from Hangman. And so I've been a big AEW fan for a long time. I think they lost their way right after, well, right around Punk, and when Punk left, I think they kind of got a little bit out and got a little bit, I don't want to say out ahead of themselves. They got confused on what their purpose was going forward, and I think they're coming back now. And Cody, to me, is more of a running back. I feel like I would say Roman might be considered the quarterback or Brock, but I'm going to say Seth because I feel like Seth is someone like the quarterback, but they get the ball every play.
What's that make Jay Uso a cheerleader? Just give him 2 pom poms.
Jay is
the sideline. I love Jay. I mean, as you can tell,
Jay's probably the workhorse receiver. But he gets the ball. I think CM Punk would be the Michael Irvin. He'd be the guy who does a lot of talking at receiver. He's the prima donna receiver. I like this game. I might make a football team. Nia Jax is the quarterback. Do you want to talk about the finish?
Fan of quarterbacks. You can't tackle the bitch.
Does anybody want to talk about SmackDown?
With the horrible finish involving my favorite referee.
Yeah, I think that's
awful.
Obvious.
Yeah, that sucked. We had talked about this off stream, and it seemed like after Jade getting sliced open, not really being able to keep going with the spots, looked like Nia Jax just tried to do the right thing, lay there and take a 3 count, and then our referee kept going with, well, this isn't the end, so I'm not going to count to 3. And
well, I like the logic. I actually should have put the person's name down, but she takes the finisher. She takes a move. I don't know if it's technically probably the finisher because of purely the difficulty hitting Jade's finisher on Nia. But she hits a big move, goes for the pin. Tiffy was late with the drop kick to break it up, so Nia has to kick out.
Yep.
So once Tiffy pins Nia,
right after that,
yeah, the logic is that Nia should kick out again.
Yeah, she shouldn't lay there and be like, it should be like the old WWE 2K game where it's just like, oh, okay, you pinned once. Okay, you're able to kick out of it. Oh, we're gonna pin you again. Oh, you couldn't time the kick out right, so you lost now. It's
right.
dumb.
That's why I was like, no double pins. That's a real heel move. But yeah, no, that's what it feels like, and the logic is there. The logic was there.
Yeah.
So it's tough. I don't want to. It's so overly produced. I would hope that someone in the back was in her ear going, count the 3, count the 3, count the 3. But I assume probably it happened so fast that producers would say they didn't see it or didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jade's eyebrow is going to have a fun Harry Potter-esque scar through it for the rest of her life. That thing was nasty.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see a good angle. Did she have time to get her hands up or not?
I think she did.
Because from the back angle that I saw, Nia, takes her head first, throws her towards the stairs. And I just don't know for sure if she had enough time to get her hands up or not from the angle I saw.
Well,
if she did, then that's on her. Don't bounce your own head off the stairs.
Even so, if you're gonna bounce your head off the stairs, hit center mass. Don't hit one of the edges.
Right. I don't think that was intentional. I just
Well,
don't know what the logic was. And I can't say for sure how I feel about it because from the angle I have no idea if she had enough time to get her hands up. And if she did, I have no idea why she didn't. So I need like a crowd view from around the announcer table. The one I saw was like directly behind him. So depth perception is hard
or she had
to
enough
really
time to
take.
get her hands up and how it hit and popped up. That's how it hit her in the eyebrow, I guess. Because otherwise, she's trying to take the hit where it looks like it's going to hit her in the forehead. And it pops up. That handle of it catches her in the eye.
Right.
It's the only thing we can really assume. People getting mad at Nia, just going like, "No, Nia's injuring people again."
I'm not sure of that. I wouldn't.
I've come around full circle on Nia, where I don't think she's hurting people anymore. That was kind of her thing, but like,
well, that was her thing because she kept just landing on people.
Yeah, just smushing them because she weighs the amount of a man, and she's fighting little fucking Barbie dolls. But she's finally started to get safe. So this last year and a half, maybe
Bengals.
longer.
Stop the run, man. They're gonna run stop the run so we can get Sutton a ball. Sorry.
We've been watching her actually be safe and be careful. And now this, like, I don't know. If this was a spot coming up, then it's up to Jade to like how well to sell for it. And she sold a bit too well. But I don't know.
Could be that.
I think she didn't hit the stairs right, mostly on her own accord, and she got a gash for it.
I can't tell from the view I saw who I think.
I mean,
was more responsible. I need a different view.
Didn't just hold on to her and drag her ass into the stairs the whole way.
Right, but was there enough time for her to make sure she had her footings before she hit the stairs? I don't know that. That's the part I don't know.
I mean, I think so, but also going with this spot, it's up to you to have your own goddamn footing.
Not if someone's dragging you.
Well, she's just doing.
You got to make sure you let go in time that person has time to get themselves prepared to hit the stairs.
What I'm saying is she let go in time.
She may have. I just don't know from the angle I have.
Those are big fucking stairs. You have enough time to direct your fucking head so you don't fucking gash the shit out of yourself.
Not if you are like 2 steps away and as she's dragging you, you don't have your footing.
2 steps away is plenty of time. Just cock your fucking head a different way. It's just...
For crying out loud, what the...
Well...
We need to end this soon. I need to go throw something.
Well...
Preferably the Bengals quarterback.
All right. Well, since you're getting distracted by this, maybe we should just end it.
That's over now. It's done, okay? Because they're not going to go score anything. I need the Bengals to score some points.
Well, yeah, well...
It's over now. It's done.
It might be over, but you're not. You're still interrupting conversation with this. So maybe we should just call it. Unless you got...
I don't know what to tell you. My anger about this game has more life in it than Raw did, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well, you want to do a football podcast next? And this, do footballs? Listen to you rant about the foosballs and how it ain't going.
No, this is going to be the IG channel from here on out, actually. That's what it's going to be. Just be ranting on the football scenario. Raw should give me something to rant about. Raw doesn't give me shit to rant about. What do you want from me?
I mean, they kind of do, but it's the same rant every week, and it's getting tired.
I could just repost last week's podcast each time.
Thank God.
No, it is what it is, but I wish they would do something fun, with something new. They haven't. They're just setting up for Crown Jewel. They're talking about some nonsense about how this is what sports should be, best versus the best. No, it's not what yours because it's not a sport. It's
Yeah.
entertainment. And you guys make very sure that we know it's entertainment. So give me the storyline.
Yeah.
Because Cody versus Seth is going to be a good match, but it's not going to be something I've never seen before. In fact, I've seen it 3 times before, and you're reminding me that I've seen it 3 times before already.
Yep.
So there, what do you mean it's the best versus the best? Now Seth is trying to rewrite it as a way to prove that this is a new beginning, and he doesn't want to be tied to Cody, but at the same time, Cody's his biggest rival. What does that mean? What does all that mean? Like, you're going to rewrite the history books and it ain't going to matter? And from here on, you're going to go forward with a new slate with your character, so to speak? But then he's not your rival. If you erase the past, he's not your rival. So, again, even that doesn't make sense. So I could rant all day about how bizarre the writing is from a psychology standpoint for all of it.
Yeah.
The only one that makes any damn sense is Jimmy. Jimmy's sitting there going, what the is going on? Why? When did you become a dick? Why are you back now randomly? And no, I'm your family, but you're both being dicks.
No, it won't make any goddamn sense.
The only one making any damn sense is LA Knight. I'm gonna go hang with LA Knight is what Jimmy's saying over here. All right, that's what Jimmy's saying. He's like, I'm gonna go help LA. LA's trying to help us. LA's being good. You guys are just what the hell going on here? Like that, you are being a bad uncle to what will be your nephew. Knock it off. That's where they're at. And then Lyra makes the most sense. Bailey's working on being schizophrenic. She's not great at it. Commentary team, not my favorite right now.
How do we get stuck with these two?
Either A, they're already on their way to Australia, which would be weird because it's super early. They have another Raw yet, and
we had them last week though.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe just some time off with how much traveling they have going on.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Raw is the same shit, and they bring Roman back for more of the same shit. Make your choice. The Crown Jewel, Roman versus Braun, or Bloodline versus Braun, and some rando. Probably. Yeah. It is that. And it's... they haven't really built Roman versus Braun yet, so I don't think that's going to happen yet.
Well, they have a little bit.
Even today, he just chucks Braun out of the ring and goes up against Bronson with the chair.
Yeah, they were doing some building with him versus Braun weeks ago. I guess maybe they're doing the WWE thing and they're going to just go like, oh, we forgot about that.
Well, the problem is you're going to the Crown Jewel and like it's a throwaway pay-per-view. The grand stage is them doing the big belt in the ring. So everything else doesn't matter. You can't do much with the women's storyline because, I mean, you can have the match, but you're not going to give them a segment where they push anything.
Now I'm getting distracted. Why was Hollywood Hogan and fucking 1980s Ric Flair in the stands getting all excited about the Bengals?
Because they went forward. You see how it says 2nd and 10? It's because they started first and like 20.
Yay. Yeah, the PLEs do suck this year. Well, not all of them. I'd say it really started to suck at WrestleMania. Because they left us with that horrible John Cena down note where it's like, no Rock, and we've beat this horse to death at this point this year. But that was the beginning of, oh, this sucks, doesn't it? Because Rumble was actually pretty like good and intriguing and like, well, what the fuck's this year going to be like? But we would have never guessed it was going to suck. Sorry.
No, you're good. And I would argue that most of what made Royal Rumble surprising, though, wasn't... It was... Uso winning was a big part of it because everyone obviously thought Cena was going to win. But I don't think the battle on the apron was very entertaining. We've seen it a million times over. But what really kicked it off was Cena just putting himself in an elimination chamber right after that.
So since I was rooting for Jay, that battle on the apron was a little bit nail bitey for me because I was kind of like, because I really kind of felt like they were just going to be like, Cena's back and he just wins the Rumble and he goes on and just, but they didn't go that route, which I was surprised. So for me, that was good, and for me, it wasn't quite predictable because I was predicting Cena once I saw that. I'm like, oh no, they're just gonna job out Jay to Cena, and that's gonna be it. Hey, look, they punted.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why. There's not really any time left. The kind of need
Oh
to go
no,
down
we
the
might
field and
lose
score.
by more if we don't get the first down.
We don't get the first down, we might lose by 35 instead of 28.
Oh, what is that? Like a future thing? Like so people 20 years from now go, oh, that wasn't that bad of a loss. Anybody who sit through this nonsense and needs you to score one touchdown will remember how shit this was, and now you look like a quitter.
I disagree, Ghostface. I think Jay winning the Rumble, going on, getting a championship off of Gunther for the short time they did was actually pretty good to actually cash in on all
Ghostface,
that fucking hype.
he's got a Jey Uso poster flag, on the door in the back.
Yeah, over there.
Anytime that man's got the belt, he's as happy as you would be if LA Knight got the belt. All right, I just want to point that out.
And I'm okay with the fact that after a few months they took it off Jay and went like, dude, you're getting gas going down to the ring. You're probably better as a person that's chasing the belt rather than holding the belt. Which I agree with. Chase it. But not cashing in while you had all that fucking momentum with them. You gotta do it. And then you take it back off of them. Then you can maybe rebuild that hype. Yeah, Ari saying gets blown up during his entrances. Oh, you're probably typing that while I was saying it. But yeah, that's partly why they took it off of him. He gets there and he's just like, I've been eating too much. I can't wrestle now. I'm tired. Yeah. Even some of the, what was it? Back in Gorilla, we were seeing that. Just like, yeah, you're a little blown up once you get to the ring, once you're done eating. So, you know, they cashed in that moment. They needed to cash in, which, as talking about earlier with LA Knight, they seem to have kind of missed that, a couple years ago with LA Knight, where they needed to cash in, do that, where LA Knight was red fucking hot. And now they got him where they're just walling him in the mid card, and they need to utilize him like they utilized The Rock way back in the day. Fuck that, anyone that's going like, oh, he's a ripoff of them. Fucking cash in and do it. He's huge. Was he going to be eating for his sister-in-law? Push. Are you defeated over there in your chair?
Officially not for like another 2 minutes.
Oh. I didn't mean it that way. But, yeah, I mean, they're not going to score again.
They just called a timeout to rest their running backs because their running backs are running over the Bengals that much. The dude went out of bounds with 5 seconds before the 2-minute warning, and because their running backs, all three of them, I think, are gassed because the Bengals won't stop them in less than 10-yard runs. They needed to take it. The clock was stopped anyways. They're like, we're just going to screw it. We're just going to call a timeout so you guys all can get a breather.
Can you read chat out loud with that amount of energy? Because I can't stop to laugh over it. Come on. Reach
It's not
fast.
good for my heart to be like this, man.
No, it's fine. Just read.
4 letters, 1 word. Ugh, what?
No. God damn it. You're not watching? You haven't been watching for the last year and a half? It's 4 letters, 1 word. Push.
I knew yeet. I don't know how to put. I don't have kids. Is that the sound they make when they push?
The thing above it, he's gonna be blown up in the waiting room.
Right. But you're
Push.
getting on me on the sounds of distress. I don't know those sounds. I never had a kid.
Oh my god. No, Jay does the yeet.
Does he? Really?
Yeah.
Never noticed.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Oh my god. Every week with this.
Why
That's
does
the
he
thing.
do that?
They made
Why does
a
he do?
t-shirt where it has even on it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes. There are t-shirts in the fucking shop. Go
No,
look,
there's
we'll
not.
wait. You're a fool. Oh, there's not. Bring it up.
He's fallen so far down the list. Yeet since day 1-ish. Monday, J Night Raw. Your Frosted Yeets. 4 letters, 1 word. Oh, it's on the back of the shirt. That's why.
Could be part of this complete breakfast.
It's on the
We're not
back of the
sponsoring
shirt.
this.
I didn't know that. 4 letters, 1 word is on the front. And then the is on the back.
I think there's another one where it just has all of the lettering there.
I'm looking. But you're right. There is a shirt, but it's on the back. He's a flat out Hawaiian shirt that's like $71 on the site. It's not even a full button down Hawaiian shirt. It's a polo Hawaiian shirt.
These things kind of suck, by the way.
Did you try them?
Yeah, they're not great. They're just kind of like, it's like a shittier cornflakes. Like,
I figured that's what they would be, but I didn't know how far off they would be.
It almost seems like they tried to be like, okay, if we're gonna sell a cereal for one of the guys that's big with the kids, we're gonna sell a cereal that's actually good for them and just not sugary bullshit, because I would assume it's definitely not sugary bullshit, because that's why there's like no flavor to it.
Right.
Anyways, put that away. Sponsor us. We have a viewer. Hey. All right, are you depressed? The game's over and
No, now I'm defeated. Get the terminology correct.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe depression came with your defeat.
Anger comes. I'm not. Listen, I suffered a defeat. I'm not defeated. I'm angry.
Yeah, Yudo's might have been better.
Yeah, that'd been good.
Anyways.
I mean, 10 letters is too much for a saying, so. And does that count as a word?
Yeet? That?
Yeah.
No. At that point, it just sounds like sound effects. Like a car failing to start. Yeet.
Oh, my goodness. Lost by 4 points with this scrub team. It did not deserve to lose.
Hey, you picked them.
Victory points. couple good shots on the site of the matches tonight. A couple of really good shots. All right. I am so frustrated by poor wrestling, poor storytelling. Match of the night went to Rusev and JD, in my opinion.
Dom.
So I'd rather see JD wrestle. Have you noticed?
Yes. Yeah, you keep mentioning him.
He's so good in the ring. Who cares if his head's big? He's so good in the ring.
We got you with JD. We got this one with LA Knight. We got me with Jay. You could just be good with Jay again.
I'm mad at the Bengals. I am mad at the Bengals now.
Three of us are pretty.
We are not poor Bengalings anything. I am mad at the Bengals.
Okay.
Right, I needed them to put up a few points. That's all I needed.
All right, we get it. You're mad at the Bengals.
Well, no, he said poor Bengals.
I get it. God.
I'm on board with your LA Knight support. I am not on board with your Bengals support right now. But, yeah, no.
Yeah, get LA Knight out of the mid card, please.
Put him where he belongs. And
same with Sami Zayn. That's just sad where it's just he's in the hunt for that, and then they're just like, we're just gonna stick you here in the mid card, and we're gonna give you a belt right away, and you're gonna be all happy about it, even though that's not the belt you wanted. They're like, you think we're just stupid? We watch every week. J2. You know what, Ghostface, go fuck yourself.
He's gonna turn me against you. Is what he's gonna do. My anger for the Bengals right now, not being able to put up any points against them, might get me to flip. Okay, because that's how mad at the Bengals I am right now. They're a division rival. Plus, they couldn't help my fantasy team by being a remotely competent offense. The play caller also writes the scripts for WWE, I'm pretty sure. That's how incompetent all of this night was. All of it, from start to finish. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's hard because I want to have some emotion about stuff in WWE the same way I do about football, but it's not giving me anything to be excited about and nothing to be upbeat about or angry about. It's just so bland and frosted Cheetos that it's not worth my time to be worked up. I'm just going, okay, we're going through the motions.
Yeah, if there was some sort of compelling story.
You can't get excited to go to anything. Could you imagine if they were still in New Orleans? I'd be stoked. I'd be talking about this, that, anything else about going to New Orleans for WrestleMania. I'd be all on board about this kind of stuff and way more energized. But they killed it by canceling it, moving back to Vegas, and then moving it out of the country for the next one to a country I would not go to.
Yeah. But then again, building up to this, would you even be that quite hyped for WrestleMania itself, or just these?
I would be delusionally hyped. I would be making up storylines that make more sense in my head, and then at the very least, you'd find me talking about like you even saw last year, where what's the belt going to look like? Is the belt going to be slick looking? Is it worth it for the belt, or am I going to? Oh, even if prices for WrestleMania was stupid high, I'd be like, well, I need to go get the tickets for the rooftop pool, the sports book pool. I mean, there'd be tons of stuff I could spin this for. Maybe I'd be watching NXT again, getting excited for that.
You wouldn't have learned your lesson where we had the belt reveal and it was just like, oh, that's it, huh? They
didn't even mention it at first.
Yeah.
I think they did it 1 week and I'm like, no, that can't be it. And then they did it the next week, and I think it was like Macaulay Culkin had it on. They actually showed a good view of the belt. I'm like, no. And I paused it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it says Mania. That's so bad. I was so bummed.
Yeah, it was just bland as fuck.
I might go to if it goes to England at some point.
Oh, so if the WrestleMania belt that they'll do this year, are they going to improve it? Let's hope. Is it going to be bland as fuck again, or?
Well, I think they're going to go the opposite spectrum.
Cool ass idea.
It might go more my idea, hopefully,
because
they're going to want to make it the opposite of what it was last year. They felt like they were trying to shoot for classy last year, and they missed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're going to go to England at some point, man. They're going to. It's going to be sick when they do, but
Last year they went with you can't tell that it's a special belt at all.
so I'm bad with geography, as you know. It will be a black and white, like the logo. Oh God, you might be right.
Oh no.
God, the belt can be so colorful, man. Poker chips in the background. The middle of the plate could be a spinner. It could be a roulette table. It could just be a poker chip in the center. There could be so much they could do color wise. Why are they doing that? But you're probably right. I didn't even think about the logo is black and white.
Instead of your vest company, you need to just make a belt company.
I kind of want to because I want to rival Trophy Smack and they sell belts and I want to make belts too.
Yeah. And just
get Steve to help me print 3D print license plate brackets and stuff like that, and then do football rants like I'm doing now, anyways.
Yeah.
I did see a fantasy league for wrestling too. By the way, we could try out.
Oh, that'd be possibly interesting.
While the Saudi Mania title will be the greatest Royal Rumble title, I don't remember that. Well, by the way, there's lots of mats.
Yeah, we're both Matt.
I have astigmatism, so I don't really. It's not bad at all, but I do have glasses for the astigmatism, and then my degree is in cybersecurity. So I was staring at a bunch of screens for a long time, and I pretty much bullied my ophthalmologist into letting me get glasses. He's like, "You don't need them." I'm like, "You said I have astigmatism." He's like, "Yes." I go, "Could it cause eye fatigue?" He's like, "Well, in theory, yes, it could cause eye fatigue if you're reading a lot." But I'm like, then I'm going to get them. And I got them. So my vision is very slightly different with and without them, but so the blue lens blocking one sit on my desk right here.
I thought mine was getting better. My eyesight, like my prescription keeps getting a little bit better, and then I tried to take off the glasses and look at the clock like 50 yards across the way at work on the opposite wall. I'm like, oh, if I didn't know where everything was on that clock, I wouldn't be able to read it. I can't read the numbers, but I know like essentially hash marks. Like I can see the arms and be like, okay, yeah, it's that time. But
gotcha.
Otherwise, if you told me to read some clock I've never seen, like what characters were on it, I wouldn't be able to tell you what they are.
Yeah, they jumbled the numbers and they ask you what time it is.
It'd be tough. They do that. Not tough. It's just undoable. Can't. Just period. That kind of scares me that my eyes haven't gotten better. It feels more like they got worse.
So before we end, should we do a recap of who's dead in WWE storyline? Sure. You can lead us off.
Practically everyone, but yeah, go with what you think.
Like McMahon, right? Because he got torched in the limo back in the 90s.
Oh
God. I'll think about it for a second. Storyline that are dead.
Dead in the storyline. Well, like Gunther's out on injury, right? Like that's,
right.
Okay, so that's not. Really
my brain is literally trying to figure out who they've killed off storyline wise. Yeah. I haven't watched NXT in a minute. What is Tony D doing now?
Tama Tonga is hurt.
He should be back, right? No, he's the tall one.
No. Tama Tonga.
Thank you for the follow.
The one
that's
was
awesome.
Tongaloa. It was those two tagged before
right.
Tongaloa got hurt. So not the tall one though. The yeah, that one. I think.
Yeah, but he should be back, right?
I would hope so. Yes.
It's like a 6 to 7 month injury. Cena came back in 3.
Yeah.
This happened at Survivor Series, right? Same injury?
I think so. Um, Shinsuke. That was
I know
his.
100%. I get it. I was just trying to think. They've done limo explosions and stuff in the past, Ghostface, and I was trying to think of
Yeah,
who they actually technically killed off
he was making
the
a joke.
storyline wise. Yeah, and they ain't paying it off yet for some reason.
Yeah,
And
I started hearing rumors like they were gonna like let his contract go away, but then I think it was up and it didn't hear anything about it.
Austin Theory is supposedly injured, but then I think he kind of disappeared off of his socials too. He did a lot of like motivational speaking for a while on his. I'll have to check
Didn't
that
they
actually.
move him to Legacy on the roster?
Austin Theory?
Yeah, I
He's
thought
so
they did.
young.
I know, but I think I heard that a couple weeks back.
I heard they might have took him out of creative as if he's going to be out for a minute.
Maybe that's what I heard.
But I don't think I heard they moved him to the alumni page.
Yeah. Maybe they who'd they just kind of do that with? Why am I forgetting his name? It's one of the Latino wrestlers.
Austin Theory is still under the main roster.
Andrade, right? They just let him go.
Yeah.
So that was, his storyline was kind of deadening, and then they just went like, "Oh well, bye." Like, okay, don't bother to do anything, I guess.
I haven't seen every. He could be.
Oh,
I thought he was liked a lot, so I'm surprised. Unless
know,
they're just getting rid of him because he was a
other
Vince
than
guy.
other than in Perth here, someone who has a dead ass storyline is Tiffany Stratton. Other than this, she is stalled the fuck out. Julia has a dead fucking storyline. She's going fucking no. She's a fucking. She has a belt and she's a sidekick. Essentially, I mean, it's supposed to be her sidekicks wrestling with her, but it's more like she's the sidekick. She's not going anywhere. She's not doing anything.
I knew didn't he lose the belt to Ricky Saints? Is that who he lost it to? Or no, Ethan Page. I'm trying to think of who Tony D lost the belt to. He lost it right around the same time I stopped watching too.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually did a whole mafia angle. Did he actually get killed? Because the other guy, the one mafia member turned, the one family member turned, and then took out the other family member to the desert. I saw that.
Definitely Robin doing all the work there.
So did Tony D actually get killed off storyline wise? Because once they gutted the female roster part of it, I was done. Because I was a big Chemical X fan.
We both tapped out at the same time. Cause
Tony lost it to Sean Spears, who lost it to Ricky, who lost it to Ethan.
Bunch of the women I was interested in all got dumped off at NXT at the same time too.
Oh, because Sean Spears had his family, and then the one chick turned on Tony's family. That's right.
Yeah.
And then, Ricky. Wow, Ricky lost it to Ethan?
And Ethan just retained, what was that, Saturday?
Yeah, and Ricky won the main title.
Oh, you won
Ricky
off
beat
of Oba?
Yeah.
So that's why you're thinking like maybe Oba's coming back.
That's why Ghostface brought up Oba coming up.
I hope so. They did him kind of dirty where they're just like, okay, we're gonna take this off you, and you're gonna Everyone's like, oh, he's gonna come up, and you don't see him for like 2 weeks, and then he's like back in NXT. He's like, why the fuck are you here? Oh, oh, cool. No one loves gaming content.
We haven't done gaming content in a minute, man.
Yeah.
I streamed some Madden a while back, and we did the fast food simulator a little while back, and that's about all we've done in recent history.
The whole thing. Add me on Discord. Yeah, not doing that.
Yeah. Oh, they gave him a Sopranos ending. Okay, I didn't see that one. I saw the other guy get taken out to the desert, and then kind of realized in the moment that he was being taken out. I didn't see that. It feels that way with Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, no, that was essentially the point I was making. You just put it in a better analogy, or just an analogy. But
yeah, I mean, if you want to let her do most of the speaking, so Julia doesn't have to, I get it. But you gotta let Julia wrestle, and she doesn't get a chance to wrestle as much. Was it 2 weeks ago she was gonna have a match, and instead they just jumped BFAB? Was it BFAB?
yeah, and then that's why there was a tag team match. What, this SmackDown
With Meech and
BFAB versus the two. Yeah.
They've really killed her momentum so much. It's sad.
Yeah, even that doesn't make any sense. Like, they put a title on her, and then she hasn't defended it or just wrestled solo in general at all. She's just been doing tag team shit. So it's like, what the fuck's the point? Like, yeah, the handlers over here at the main roster are just like, well, we don't know what to do with her. She doesn't really speak English, so fuck it.
Did I completely just miss what happened with the women's tag team belts?
What do you mean? Like, you don't know what's going on with the tag team belts?
Yeah.
Yeah, who has them right now? Why am I blanking on that? Is there only one set of tag team belts for the women?
There is. Jesus. Raquel and Roxanne lost them.
Yeah.
But I'm blanking to whom?
Well, it wasn't really very valuable if we can. Was it Bliss and Charlotte?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Bliss and Charlotte. You're absolutely right.
I remember it just as you fucking typed that.
You're absolutely right. They're not. I didn't see them for 1 week and I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That's really good stuff. They should have the belts. I'm glad all that's happening. That's like you said, one of the best things going right now.
I think I know why I forget that they have the belts. Because those two are so good, they don't fucking need them.
No, they don't. But it's fun right now, and it actually brings more relevance to the belts, honestly.
Yeah,
it really does.
It puts more eyes on the belts because you're putting all the eyes on those two, and they're just fun to watch.
Yeah, their dynamic is more fun.
Yeah.
To answer your question, what's happening with Raquel? Judgment Day is kind of waiting for Liv to come back to implode. They do defend them more than Judgment Day. Problem with Judgment Day is they're constantly using Raquel and Roxanne as challenge A and challenge B. I think she's going to get a shot at the world title, but I think it's going to be once Ripley has it again. I think they want Ripley and Raquel going at it again for a feud.
Well, with that idea, it almost seems like they should have put it on Raquel, have her sit with it, and have Rhea someone to like work towards to take it off of.
Then you lose the Rhea EO dynamic right now.
true. But
And
you get through that story. Honestly, the person you put it on Raquel and take it off of is Tiffy, because that's a story that's dead. There's nothing going on. If it wasn't for the fucking
Raquel would
crown
have.
jewel, there's nothing happening.
I think what would make a lot of sense would be if, and the way to keep storylines continuing going forward in a way that makes sense would be if Raquel was to defeat Rhea for the title with the help of Liv returning, and then you could have a battle. Sorry, you could have a battle between Liv and Rhea, and Raquel could run off with the title because Rhea's distracted by Liv at that point. The problem you always have with titles is the mandatory rematch, blah, blah, blah. This way, it's a clean break. Rhea doesn't give a damn. She just wants to punt Liv's face. And Raquel gets a win over Rhea and then gets to go on and show how good she is in clean wins after that from there on out.
WWE also tends to like to keep a babyface and a heel for their top two belts, both men's and the women's. Right now we got two baby faces that are going to be wrestling in Perth.
Agreed with the Raquel versus Liv, but I think Liv has a lot of angles you could go with. We were talking about this earlier. Liv could go after Rhea, but that could be dead because they did work out a lot of that stuff. Rhea could definitely go after Roxanne because Roxanne is, moving in on Dom. Liv could go after Roxanne. My bad. I'm coming down off of being angry at the Bengals so much now. So Liv, sorry, let me recap. Liv could go after Rhea, doesn't have to though. That storyline's pretty much dead. Liv, I would love to see Liv versus AJ. Two New Jersey chicks going at it. Sold. Liv could go after Raquel for going along with Roxanne. Liv could go after Roxanne, and Liv could go after Kyrie because that's who she got hurt and was put out of action by is that match with Kyrie. So she could go after a lot of people. Liv has so much flexibility.
Yeah, Dom's a pretty obvious thing. Hopefully that'll play out.
Well, Dom, they've kind of cooled the relationship with Roxanne and Dom. That's cool. There's no more, here's some nuggies, here's this, here's that. They haven't done that in a minute.
Yeah, because they have such a long wait for the whole Liv thing. So they have time to let that heat back up once Liv's close to coming back. So they don't have to.
Yeah, but they should be doing more hints.
Maybe so, but maybe they don't have that many ideas to like heat that up. So it's just like they figure it'll be stale by then.
Well, I think they intended on keeping it going for a short time, but the injury is so long that I think that's the problem. And I think Matt's right about that. But the reality is also that you could still do stuff in the background. Like 2 weeks ago in the clubhouse, Liv's picture was up on the 8x10. And then additionally, what they could do is, for some reason, William Regal was on the PS5 as one of the playable characters being selected either last week or the week before that, but you could have put Liv there. They were doing hints with that too before. That I watched them one time back when Carlito was still there, change Liv's character to Roxanne's character. So they've been using the system behind them to kind of foreshadow. And Finn has been underhandedly turning face. You're not wrong.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week, I think.
Yeah, because Dom bailed on JD and froze, and Finn came in and made the save. So you're right. Finn has been changing. But Finn also could still play a role in the Liv storyline. Don't forget when Liv was trying to infiltrate the clubhouse and was trying to get in with Dom while Rhea was still there. She leaves uh, Dom her room card on the table, and Finn pockets it. And I still think that Finn and Liv had a relationship esque bicker and banter between them for so long that they could do something with that. Yes, exactly. But to me, the rival, the attitude Finn and Liv always gave off was that of like irritated exes. So I could totally see a Finn and Liv versus Dom and Roxanne scenario. But the only problem I have with what you guys are saying with how long the storyline is, and that's why they've kind of stopped the Roxanne moving in on Dom scenario, means is you could almost imply once Roxanne starts acting like a girlfriend again that Liv's gonna be back soon. Like you take the element of surprise away by just throwing it in there at the very like, okay, she's about 3 weeks out. Go get the nuggies. Like that kind of, makes it a little too obvious if they go that route. So
maybe, but if you start doing it not 1 month out, but like 2 months out, and kind of have a little storyline that starts slow and then builds into more, you can do it. But they just weren't going to have enough material to make sense, to go.
Dom has been in relationship after relationship for the past 3 years. What do you mean they're not going to have enough material? They could have easily done something materialized for that.
Yeah, but like before it made sense where it was like Liv working on him with Rhea coming back pretty soon. This one's just too long.
That's not saying Dom can't hold a relationship for longer than 6 months.
I don't think the fan attention span can hold on to it and not get bored of the story. I mean, this thing they're trying to do with Jay's been going on for only 3 weeks, and we're already like, get to the fucking point already. We're fucking bored.
See, I'm okay with Jay's storyline. I'm fine with it.
I think both me and Ghostface are like, fucking just come on.
For different reasons.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think they're somewhat similar. I somewhat agree with him on like.
Well, you want to see him go one way in his trajectory, and he wants to see him go the other way in his trajectory.
Sure, but let's get the fuck off this boredom train because it ain't fun. I just not okay with Jay.
To answer your question about the hair, I noticed it too, and I noticed it for the first time tonight as well. I don't know if she's had it for that long because she used to have streaks of pink or green. It would change occasionally, but she'd have color in her hair.
Oh, it's just clips. They clip it in.
Right. But yeah. They're extensions, and yes, I understand that. But what made her? I guess it matches her ring gear now, because in her ring gear.
Yeah, because she had the match with Raquel, and Raquel's kind of just going with the whole Diesel look, but as a woman.
She's got different gear. She's got black with some different colors in it. Tonight she went with her red. I haven't seen her wear her red in forever.
Yeah, since probably Liv, because Liv could do that red.
Yeah, because she did the Britney Spears toxic gear.
Yeah, where you're just like, whoa, that's very much like that with that whole dominatrix kind of look.
So there's a lot they could be doing.
Yeah, rather than boring the hell out of us. God, they got all these possible storylines, but it's like these little tiny fragments, and it's like, can you just go with it? Like some of the stuff, like they hint with it too much, and it's like, okay, you need to do a bigger build and a bigger payoff rather than these little small ones.
Right.
Sound like you need to get going?
Yeah, I probably should get going.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it's an hour 40.
We had a good conversation.
And you gotta check on the people in your house there. So
Yep. Yep. It was fun talking with you, Ghostface. Sorry that I ranted so much about the Bengals, man. I was 6 points away. I just needed them to give up a few points, get a few points on the Denver Broncos, and just couldn't do it. So I got a little bit frustrated with that. But good conversation like always. Maybe we'll mix in some AEW stuff. Maybe we'll do an AEW show at some point if we can find another night that we can sneak away for an hour or so.
yeah,
It's tough.
because if you're doing it right after the shows, it's Wednesday and then Friday, which we used to try to do, but that was a bit too much on you.
I want to see Liv Russell again, and I especially would love to see that AJ Lee versus Liv match if it's a possibility. So being pregnant might hinder that
Yeah,
scenario.
they didn't let Naomi wrestle pregnant. You think they're gonna do it with Liv?
Well, they would just have her running around backstage as pregnant, is what they'd have, but because obviously it'd be a fake storyline, so she'd just be running around. But I also don't feel like this is the generation they would do that in. I feel like the Attitude Era, they'd let her be pregnant and run around and do crazy stuff because they knew it was a story. Nowadays, I don't feel like they would let her do that.
The era when South Park made fun of them, and the kids all got into professional wrestling and being wrestlers, and Cartman's character kept talking about having like 97 abortions.
Yeah.
That kind of time. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
Oh my God, Stinsky. I forgot about him.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was the time. You're not wrong.
That guy
Bring
did have
back.
a good creepy look, but then they went that creepy with him. It's just like, you didn't
Remember
need
the
to go
character
over
Meat?
the top with him. Yeah, Sean Stasiak, Meat. Yeah,
Is he the one that does the chiropractors? Does he follow me on Facebook now? He might follow me on Facebook
we've
now.
gone over this before. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that
Yes.
follows me on
Yeah,
Facebook.
you looked that up. It's just like, oh yeah, that's Meat.
I never thought being an independent wrestling fan would get involved with so many of these people. Have Bill Alfonso and DMs and stuff like that. No, it's so
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah, I go to a wrestling show and Bill Alfonso's just hanging out behind me, just going like, "Yep, I fucked up my hand. I fell on it weird."
Congratulations, Liv. But Dom, I swear it's not my fault. Dom still thinks it's his. So Dom's like, what do you mean it's not your? Of course it's not your fault. All confused. All right. I should go check on stuff. It's been almost an hour and 45 minutes as well. So
Yeah.
we'll have to mix in some more fun conversations. All right, Ghostface, I have to run. I will talk to you at the very latest next week, but maybe on Twitter as well. He's good at tagging me and stuff when I don't see things.
Yeah, that's good.
So it
You'll
helps.
see it.
So, but for Matt and also me, which is a Matt, this has been fun and another episode of the Wrestling Mats. Don't start with me. I have to work on the outro. Okay, the intro's easy. The outro's hard.
I was just gonna laugh. I'm not saying anything. It's good.
The outro needs some work. I admit it. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. See you again next week, guys.
All right.